In this video, we are going to study Section 13 of the Transfer Property Act 1882. Section 13 of the Transfer Property Act deal with transfer to unborn person. Basically, the Transfer Property Act deal with transfer between living person only, but Section 13 is an exception to the general rule. So first, let us study Section 13 as it is there in the Bare Act. Section 13 of the Transfer Property Act lays down that where on a transfer of property, an interest therein is created for the benefit of a person not in existence at the date of the transfer, subject to a prior interest created by the same transfer, the interest created for the benefit of such person shall not take effect, unless it extends to the whole of the remaining interest of the transfer of the property. In order to understand the section in more details, let us come to the illustration as given in the Bare Act. For example, A transfers property of which he is the owner to B in trust for A and his intended wife successively for their lives, and after the death of the survivor for the eldest son of the intended marriage for life, and after his death for A's second son. The interest so created for the benefit of the eldest son does not take effect, because it does not extend to the whole of A's remaining interest in the property. Thus, the Transfer of Property Act deals with transfer between living persons only, but Section 13 of the Act lays down certain rules with regard to transfer for benefit of unborn person. Property can be transferred for the benefit of unborn person, but it is subject to certain rules. The rules are that, firstly, there should be no direct transfer. Thus, a transfer cannot be made directly for the benefit of an unborn person. Such transfer can be made only by a machinery of trust. Thus, if a property is transferred to an unborn person, there will be an abeyance of ownership. Secondly, a prior interest must be created. That is, the state must vest in some person between the date of the transfer and the coming into age of the unborn person. Thus, the interest in favor of an unborn person must always be preceded by interest in favor of a living person. Thirdly, the entire property must be transferred to the unborn person. It is not permissible to confer a life interest on an unborn person. Section 13 of the Transfer of Property Act provides that the property cannot be transferred directly to an unborn person, but it can be transferred for the benefit of an unborn person. Thus, for transfer of property for the benefit of unborn person, two conditions are required to be fulfilled. Number A, prior interest must be created in favor of a person in existence on the date of transfer, and secondly, absolute interest must be transferred in favor of the unborn person. Prior interest. It is necessary for a valid transfer of property to an unborn person that before the transfer actually takes place, a prior interest must be created in favor of a living person on the date of transfer. The unborn person must be in existence when the prior interest came to an end. After the death of the person who had life interest, the property would ultimately pass to the unborn person, who will by that time have come into existence. Absolute transfer. It is further necessary that whole of the remaining interest of the transferor in property must be given to the unborn person. Only absolute interest may be transferred in favor of an unborn person and not limited or life interest. In view of the provision of Section 5 of the Transfer of Property Act, transfer cannot be made to an unborn person, but an interest for the benefit of an unborn person may be created. Let us take a case law in order to understand this topic. In Girjes Dutt versus Datadin, A make a gift of her properties to B, who was her nephew's daughter. This gift by A was made for the life of B, and then to B's male descendant absolutely, if she would have any. But if she had no male descendant, then to B's daughter without power of alienation. And if there was no descendant of B, male or female, then to her, A's nephew. B died without having any issue. It was held that the gift in favor of unborn daughters was invalid under section 13 because the gift was a limited interest and subject to the prior interest in favor of B. The gift in favor of the nephew also fails under section 16 of the Transfer of Property Act, which provides that if in transfer of property the prior interest fail, the subsequent interest also fail. Hope this video will be useful to you. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. See you in another video. Thank you.